me backstage if everybody's tired and bored and wants to go home. Anybody tired? Nobody's tired, right? It's been a long... What's that? Can you get this man out? Security? It's been a long and eventful day, and some good, some bad, but you know what? It feels like it's all been leading up to this, don't you think? I think you could say the Marvel Studios success story started right here in Hall H, and today, I think that story is going to go to the next level. It's going to go to the next chapter. Let's bring out Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios. Have a seat. Kevin, how are you?
Good. How's everybody here?
Excellent. It's nice seeing Jon Favreau out here.
Yes, I just saw him. Let's give him one more time for Jon Favreau. He's great.
You know, next summer there are two films coming out. One is called Thor, and one is called Captain America: The First Avenger. It's interesting, Kevin, what you guys have done, taking the creations of people like Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, Joe Simon. Tell us about these two films. This is really the next step for you guys, isn't it?
You know, it really is. I was here 3 or 4 years ago, and we talked about the lineup and the number of characters that we had under the home banner of Marvel Studios. And Thor and Captain America, and I could sense in the crowd there was excitement that it was possible, but skepticism that it would ever happen. And I think by the end of this panel, that skepticism might go away.
You know, one of the big ambitions, yeah, absolutely. One of the big ambitions that you guys have, it's an unprecedented ambition, I think, in Hollywood, is to connect all your films, to create a sort of a lattice work where the characters spill over into each other's movies and the mythology is shared. Tell us a little bit about that. That's really going to start with the
You guys like that idea? Do you like combining the universes? You do? Me too.
Welcome. Welcome to the stage. So Joe, you know what? Every film starts with some fundamental decisions, and one of those, of course, is tone. Tell us a little bit about the decisions you guys made as far as tone.
Tone. I'm thinking B flat, maybe C sharp.
Okay.
No, okay. It's I see it as a classic adventure love story, with an edge. One of my favorite films is Raiders of the Lost Ark, which I worked on, so that's one of the reasons it's my favorite film, one of my favorite films. But you don't at no time during that film do you feel like you're watching something that was made in 1936. I mean, it feels as modern today as it did when it was made, and that's what we're going for here. It's not going to feel like a war movie that was made in 1942, but we have one chance to tell the origin story of Captain America, and that's what we're going to do.
Woo! You know, Captain America is not the oldest character for Marvel, but it's probably the signature and most enduring character. Chris Evans, tell us about that challenge and that opportunity. There's a lot of history there. That's a challenge and an opportunity for you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a little intimidating, a little daunting, but it's exciting. I mean, I'm trying to put all the magnitude of the project in a separate part of my brain, because I think if I focus on it too much, I'm gonna just melt into a panic attack. I'm just trying to approach it like any other movie and just focus on the character and work with Joe, and hopefully he'll direct me in the right direction, and I won't ruin the movie.
So Chris, you just started filming like last week, is that right? Or when did you start on the set?
I started on set about 5 days ago.
How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. We eased into it. We did some nice gentle scenes just to get my feet wet, and it's been fantastic. Everyone I'm working with has been great. The suit's fantastic, and it's just it's a thrill.
And then they're one of the signature characters in cinema in the last decade is Hugo Weaving with the Lord of the Rings films, the Matrix films. And Hugo, here you have the Red Skull, and there seems to be a lot of things that you could dig into there. Tell us a little bit about the Red Skull, his voice, how you envision the character.
Well, the voice, I mean, obviously he's German, and so I spent a little time listening to a couple of famous German artists, one Werner Herzog and the other Klaus Maria Brandauer, and I've sort of synthesized their voices into the voice of Red Skull. I'm not going to do it now. You might get to hear some.
Do it! He's all right.
So Chris, one of the things we know, obviously, is you played a superhero on the screen before. You were the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four films. Did that play into your decision at all in any way? Is that something you considered pro or con when you took on this role?
I mean, I'm sure people out here might have had an opinion one way or another, but you know, it's, again, to me, it's a movie. It does happen to fall into the Marvel family, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make a character come to life and looking at it the way I would any other project, whether it was comic book or not. So obviously, I'm going to have to navigate a few questions like that. But hopefully, if we do our job right and the movie's good, no one will have too much of a problem with it. I hope.
Working with the mask and getting the performance through it, or what we might expect as far as the visage.
Yeah, we've only been at this film a couple of weeks filming, so we've had one day where I've been in the mask, and it's a pretty extraordinary creation. Actually, it's a series of very lightweight pieces that are on my face, but I feel like I've really just only started to get into making that mask work, but it's pretty exciting. Yeah, it looks fantastic anyway.
You know, it's hard, guys, because we've been shooting for I think about 8 days. So Hugo doesn't want to do the accent. You know, Comic-Con is all about timing, where you are in the process. We have only been filming a few days. Comic-Con nowadays has become about showing stuff that's very polished, it's very finished. And I remember 10 years ago when Sam Raimi brought just this rough, unfinished scene of Peter Parker getting bitten by a spider. So you want to see what we shot last week?
They don't want to see it.
Right?
They
don't want to see it.
It's like throwing gasoline.
It's very rough.
It still has time code on it, guys.
They're insiders. I think they understand. I think they get it.
They wouldn't have brought it. They didn't want to see it.
Let's roll.
Well, you're the boss.
That's pretty cool.
They got to get back on a plane and go to London. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.